6 No Treblers. Today it's all going to be about coordination. We want to bring the right hand and the left hand in tandem so that we always have a clean and even attack. Sometimes when left hand and right hand are not coordinated, what can happen is that we swallow a note. So for example, if I play and I'm playing a whatever lick or what have you, I'm playing a scale, and then all of a sudden I get a note that's not quite there, right? You know, when you look at the waveform, if you are in the studio, you would see all nice, even notes, and then there's this one that's kind of just flat. And if you wanted to boost it in editing, you can sometimes try that, but oftentimes, more often than not, that doesn't work because that note will have a lot of noise and it will not have a lot of note. So if you boost it, you just boost a lot of noise. So I've selected a harmonic minor lick today for you to do some shedding on coordination and also speed training. It's a cool lick that you can use, or it's cool tonal material, I should say. It's not even a lick, but it's cool tonal material that you can plug into your improvisations or into your playing situations. And it's one that I recommend you stay with for a little while, because you can always up the tempo to really get it to new heights for yourself. And it's this kind of coordination training will pay off for everything you play, not just this particular lick. Okay, so here is how it works. And this is a little nod to Mr. J.S. Bach, who has been writing some of my most favorite bass lines ever. But it kind of sounds a little bit like a Bach etude, if you will. So the fingering is 1 4 3 4 1 4 3 4 1 4 3 4 1 4 3 4. Now if you find yourself practicing that and you start getting, at some point a speed bump comes up for you, then for what happens for me is that I start tensing. And then the notes don't speak. If you get to that point, don't try to push through it. In my opinion, that doesn't work. Take a step back and loosen up the hand, because as soon as I'm gripping here, as soon as I'm doing this, as soon as, there is no faster. It just doesn't work. You can't push through it. But by taking a step back, maybe getting softer for a second, you can start feeling the energy flow again. And I recommend you use a metronome. For this, you can start it with, no matter where you're at, the only thing that matters is that you do it in a relaxed state. So if you can do 16th notes at tempo 70, and you do that for a while, to me it's like a meditation. Just want to relax, feel that beat as on as possible. And then you can slowly up the tempo. 90. And see if I can execute that with the same state of relaxedness. Always make sure that I am alternating on my right hand. And it's probably a good idea to start this pattern with both possibilities. So starting with the index. Now I want to be as comfortable with that as I am starting with the middle. I'm at 101, and so I'm starting with the index. And now I'm starting with the middle finger. I'm going to up the tempo one more time to 115. Yeah, that's where I would feel like I'm tensing up today, so I would not want to go any further. Okay, but now let's use this as in a musical context. For this pattern, there's a variation that I suggest. So for now, I've been doing 1 4 3 4, and then you can also do 1 4 2 4. And if I move that down by a half step, then I get this sort of 5-1 hint. That's my G minor. And if I go here, sort of we're hearing the D, right? We're hearing the 5. And that's kind of fun to play through a harmonic minor context. The harmonic minor scale is an Aeolian scale with a raised 7. That's your regular Aeolian minor, but if I raise the 7th scale degree, I get harmonic minor. And the reason why people wanted to do that is because if I have a 5-1 chord and I don't raise the 7, it doesn't really feel like the 5 is resolving back to the 1. So if I go 5, 1, I'm using the F, not the F sharp, but I'm using the F from the Aeolian minor, and I resolve it to the 1 chord. It doesn't have a very strong pull. But if I make that F an F sharp, then I have a tritone in my 5 chord, and that resolves better towards my root, because there's this leading tone that has a lot of tension that wants to go to the root. So how can you use that to shed our fun pattern? The 2 patterns we're practicing for this technique workout is 1, 4, 3, 4, and then 1, 4, 2, 4. And if I go down a half a step, that's in line with my tonal material for a harmonic minor scale. So I can do these 2 and, just go back and forth, but I can also go here to my C minor, and then when I go up each string, I'm alternating. So to show you the whole thing, if I start with the F sharp, I can even start down here. Here I'm starting 1, 4, 3, 4, then I switch 1, 4, 2, 4, 1, 4, 3, 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 1, 4, 3, 4. Right? I can keep going back and forth between the strings, always moving up a tritone and alternating my pattern, and I will be staying within the harmonic minor context. One thing that I found helpful is if I feel my left hand gets a little bit weak or sloppy, I'm going to pretend that my left hand is playing fortissimo, yet I'm going to keep my right hand nice and loose. I invite you to experiment with that a little bit because it's an interesting feeling. I don't really want to tense up, so I don't want to give it too much force, but just by thinking I want to be super precise and loud in my left hand, but my right hand keeps trying to be as loose as possible. That's an interesting practice for that. Good variation. Again, if you do that, you find yourself tensing up, don't try to push through it. There's no way through it. Just relax, breathe, take a step back, come back at it tomorrow. Play a couple other things, and over time you will see that your coordination will improve. Today's tip: I recommend you keep your shoulders relaxed. Once in a while when you're playing, do a little check-in. Maybe you can see a reflection in a mirror, or somebody shot a photo of you on a gig. Check in. Are your shoulders relaxed and even? I want my shoulders to be straight across. I don't want one being higher than the other. I don't want them twisted, turned, or in any other way out of alignment. So I know for myself that if I'm relaxed when I play, you can hear it. The tone is much more even, much more round, and I feel better, and it's just so much fun. It's such a delicious feeling to be, operating the instrument when you're relaxed. Thank you for watching. Let me know, as always, how it's going for you. Comments, much appreciated. I'm Ariana Kapp. You can find me at arispaceblog.com. Thank you.